Love this podcast? Support this show through the Acast supporter feature. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just hit the link in the show description to support now.
That's the sound of fried chicken with a spicy history. Thornton Prince was a ladies' man. To get revenge, his girlfriend hid spices in his fried chicken. He loved it so much, he opened Prince's Hot Chicken.
Hot chicken in the window?
This is one of many sounds in Tennessee with a story to tell. To hear them in person, plan your trip at tnvacation.com. Tennessee sounds perfect.
Fans, it's Monday night and welcome once again to the Talk Show sponsored by AMG Logistics with myself, Paul Hipkiss, Mr. Tally Jones,
Evening all.
Mrs. Claire Wielden,
Good evening,
Mr. Roadmark Adams,
Hello everybody, good evening,
Mr. Fixer Craig Courtney with a new haircut,
Good evening, everyone.
and last but not least, Mr. Chris Brown.
Good evening.
So a share of the spoils in Hull then on Saturday. I thought we played quite well. I certainly think we're looking a lot more competitive now with certainly with John Solis in the middle and Neumann behind him. That's made a huge difference in my opinion. And putting Iwata back into midfield as opposed to right back makes a difference to the team as well. So Claire, give me your thoughts. I know obviously you made the journey and we'll talk about your brilliant roadshow as well as the show goes on, obviously that you did with Tally on Saturday as well. But yeah, give me your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, it was nice to see the same team. I think that's been 3 league games now, hasn't it? But it's been the same. And I think the consistency is showing. I thought first half, it wasn't great the first half, not going to lie. I just think that we just lacked creativity. The runs we were making were good. Osman's final ball wasn't great. And then obviously their goal, you know, he's got a few deflections and it was unfortunate really. But we went in half-time 1-0. And then second half, we played a lot better, I think, second half. I thought Iwata's goal was brilliant. It was nice that he had a shot.
Yeah.
He definitely is a centre midfielder. He's not a right back.
No.
And I agree with you. I think Solis in there and Neumann are great.
Yeah.
I think that they really, really help the spine of the team. I think Beadle obviously needs to work on his kicking again. He made a few saves as well. So I just think that, yeah, he was against Hull side that again, you know, even after Wrexham, you just think, how are you up there? Like, what a missed opportunity, because at some points in the second half, we're all over them. But it's a point away from home, and I think at some points in the season we would have lost that. So, I mean, we'll take the point and we'll kind of carry on and build. I feel like we're building at the moment, and it's, you know, we're playing our best players in their correct positions. Yeah. So the only person that I think I feel sorry for at the moment is Stano, because I think he works so hard, but he's just not getting anything for it. And you see him making the runs, and even Prisk making the runs, and it's just not there. There's just that bit of creativity in the middle that we're missing. But I'm happy with the point. I did say 1-1 as well, so I'll take that.
Yeah, you did actually, didn't you? Hang on a bit.
Right, what's the score going to be then, guys? Mama Jo?
2-1 Blues.
Mel?
I'm going to be confident. 3-1 Blues.
3-1 Blues? Wow, I'm going to go for a draw. Let's see what happens.
You spot on, weren't you?
I think I said 1-1 as well last week, didn't I, Chris?
I think we did, yeah. I think most of us said 1-1, didn't we?
I said 2-2.
Okay.
I'm sort of right.
Yeah.
Because
you're rubbish.
1-1. I said 1-1, and then pretty much most people agreed with me after that, didn't you? But no, I think also obviously the return of Kai Wagner at left back as well is massive for us. You know, it just gives us that balance at the back, and he's so good defensively and offensively, isn't he? He's such a great find he has been, hasn't he? I think he's by far the best signing that we've made. Certainly in January. No disrespect to the others. You know, I do like the others, but I just think he stands out, doesn't he? So far, and we really missed him when he was injured. And also, it was good to see Cochrane back on the pitch as well, wasn't it? Although brief, good to see him. Good to see him back and available. But yeah, I think obviously, Claire, you mentioned we were 1-0 down at half time. I do think that their goal, we probably could have done better, but it was slightly unlucky. It was just that touch, wasn't it, from Vicente that, you know, probably another 9 times out of 10, it doesn't happen, does it? It was just unlucky, I felt. And then as it falls to their player to strike it, obviously, I think as well the defenders probably got a closing down a bit more urgently. But I think no one was expecting it, were they? I mean, what do we think of that? My assessment of that goal, do we agree with that, or could we? Was it more of like poor defending than what I've said?
Yeah, I think there was a bit of poor defending, I think. But again, it was ricochets, wasn't it? And then Beadle didn't really have a chance to set, so I do get why he didn't save it. But I just think they did make a lot more clear-cut opportunities as well. A lot of ours weren't that clear-cut, and I think that's what we need. We do need to improve in the final third, 100%. I think both boxes we need to improve. I think this is the 17th away game that we've let the first goal in. Yeah. Which is a lot. And if you're away from home and you let the first goal in and you can't score, you know, do you know what I mean? You know what's going to happen. So I do think we need to work on both boxes.
Yeah, I think Go on, Tally.
Sorry. Leading up to that goal, though, I mean, I haven't watched it back, but leading up to their goal, was Vicente fouled? I couldn't see. I think he was fouled just before they won the ball.
Yeah. We got nothing from that referee. Okay. That referee was all them.
Absolute nightmare.
They fell over. It was a free kick. If we fell over,
he laughed.
It was. Don't like that ref at all.
Yeah, no. I think overall, like you said, we're a work in progress. I think that it looks to me like the penny has finally dropped. He's starting to work out what his best team is now. I think it took 42 games. For one reason or another. I'm not just putting that all down to his, because he hasn't had everyone available to him all the time.
No.
But there is a bit of like, a lot of the times we've had players sitting on the bench, and I've said it a million times on here now, we've had players sitting on the bench watching players that are not as good as they are in numerous positions in a lot of games over the season. And I do think that if we'd have, changed that round like we have recently, then we might be having a different conversation now. That's just my opinion. But yeah, Craig, what do you think?
I mean, I think the first thing is from the goal perspective, I personally think that they should have closed him down a little bit quicker. But I agree, it's two massive deflections, one to put the ball through in the first place, and then one for the actual shot were the downsides. But the thing I liked was we didn't. I don't think we looked out of place as a team when I think about the way that we were structured, the way that we played, and. Actually, there was a lot about us there was a huge positive, and I agree with Claire in terms of the way forwards. This is, for me, another stepping stone in that big building block. Yeah. What was interesting was the fact that when we made the changes for a change, it kept us balanced. But I don't think we looked out of sorts when the substitutions were made. When Dux came on, he did his normal, which was he made a nuisance of himself, but he held the ball up well. What can we say? We know he can strike a ball, and he seems it's like 3 seasons on the bounce where he scored a screamer now, isn't it? When you look at it that way. But the only thing is we need that bit more attacking prowess, because I just think we have a team that on their day is capable of defending well. And up until that goal of theirs, I thought we were doing okay. But we just need that little bit of punch up front. And I'm dying to see Stano score a goal. He is just working so hard that I feel sorry for the kid, because people will be going, oh, look, he's never worth that money and everything else. Actually, the amount of work that he puts in, that's worth it alone. So it'll just be nice in the next few games to see him put some away. Be a weight off his mind, and then at the end of it, it's then back to the drawing board in the summer and more change that we're no doubt going to see. But it's positive. It's another game where we seem to have taken a little bit forwards, and the only thing I think we massively lack for me is we've got people that are probably capable of doing the creativity, but we don't really show it. It's almost, again, a little bit of the shackles still on. And if they released it a little bit and maybe just relaxed that little bit further, we'd see even better. But look, this season's done dusted. We've got to end it on a high, and we've got to build towards next season.
Yeah, I think before the season ends, it would be nice to see Priska get off the mark as well. As well as Stano get the goal he deserves. It would be nice to, over these next couple of home games, see them both score in them, in either one or both of them 2 games.
I was going to sorry, Paul. I was going to say, for all the energy from Prisk, he doesn't seem to have a goal threat yet. I'm sure that'll come next season, but at the moment, for all his energy, he doesn't really carry much of a goal threat, I don't think.
Right. Leading on to that, though, I do think that he's not the big striker that we kind of were requiring. I think that he's actually better on the floor and through balls in, and I think that we need to start adapting and seeing his runs. I think that if he is going to be that, you got Juki still working at that football club. Get him down the training ground and get him teaching him how to play that role. If they've got any sense, use him, because he was one of the best at it. He was one of the best holding the ball up, being able to, and we keep firing up to him, which is another way of playing. But I don't know. He seems at the moment he's doing all that work, but then he's not actually getting like a real chance at goal.
No.
Yeah,
and that's unfortunate, really. And obviously, again, we've still only won 2 in 10.
Yeah.
So we've still got to be. The performances are better, but obviously we're not getting the wins, are we? It's very, very slow.
No. It's almost like a new chapter since Ipswich away, though it feels different watching the team now to what it did, say, against Blackburn at home and the games even before that, really. Since he's sort of made these 7 changes to the team, we look like a different team, don't we? But it's too late. It's too little too late. And I think it was a good comment earlier from, sorry, I've lost it now. Robbie Michaels there on YouTube. Good point. Don't kid yourselves that it's getting better. Sports people play better when pressure is, play better when the pressure is on. Yeah, so with all the pressure off, we're still playing average, in my opinion, not good enough.
Well, I mean,
he's got a fair point.
He's got a fair point, but excuse me, we played against Hull that have got a lot to play for, and second half they look like Claire said, how they're up there is beyond me.
Yeah,
we nullified them.
We did nullify them. So we look, they've got it in the arsenal and they've got it in the locker. Just as you say, it's the back end of the season. We've got no aspirations for any promotion push, but things are gelling and coming together. So. We can only
let's not forget as well on Saturday, we were up against 12 players, not 11, because the referee might as well have had a gold and black shirt on because he was absolutely atrocious. But then again, so were the Lions people. So I look at it this way: are we playing the prettiest football that we're ever going to see? No, but is it getting us results? It is at the moment, and sometimes you just have to have those games where it's dirty football that nobody likes, but you get the points on the board. And God, look at the teams that are in those positions. They're all doing the same thing. Not one of them for me is playing pretty football. Everybody's having a game where they've got to be playing dirty.
Yeah, I think there's only one standout there is Southampton, isn't it? Because they have improved massively. Watching them is a different grade, aren't they, really, at this moment?
Yeah.
We're missing. I do actually think we play better with less pressure on us.
Yeah.
So like Leeds, there wasn't any like, nobody thought we could give them a game. Newcastle last season, Coventry, You know, a lot of the games that we've actually got a result from was because it was on us to try and get the win. So actually, is it because they know nothing's to play for? They're just literally playing games to the end of the season so they can go on their holidays. And then that's it. I don't know. So I actually think that the more pressure on them, but then again, it's a mentality issue, which we've been saying all year.
I think Dave's starting to acknowledge now that he's maybe could have done things a bit differently. I mean, I noticed in his post-match interview, he said that, you know, Tomoki's not really got forward and hit shots like that, and it's probably my fault so much this season because I've been putting him a right back. You know, so I think he's starting to realise now maybe, and with the changes he's made, he's let the handbrake off a little bit, well, a lot now compared to what we were doing before with all the sidewards and backwards stuff. I mean, we weren't singing that on Saturday, were we? Sidewards and backwards everywhere we go. I didn't hear it anyway.
No, I didn't hear it now.
No, so it's good.
No, because we're actually playing forwards because I think the penny has finally dropped, but I think it's still a little too late.
Well, it is,
you know, why be so stubborn and not play it? I think I was looking at my phone the other day on the app, and I think it was mid-November, and then there's been a block of results where we've done horrendously.
Yeah.
And I think it was like November time, and I think then it was like, was it like end of February, March time? And if we had got some wins on that, we could have been up there, and that's the frustrating thing. Why notice it now when we've been screaming it on the rooftops? It needs to be different.
We've had 3 points robbed off us against Ipswich as well, haven't we? Kyogo's goal at home, which was perfectly fine, and obviously the goal at Portman Road, which was perfectly fine. So that would have been another 3 points, wouldn't it? I think we'd have won that game if Kyogo's goal, in hindsight, would have been given. And then obviously the draw at the Ipswich that never happened, that should have. So there's another 3 points that you can add as well. But yeah, it's all too little, too late. But you know, maybe Davies has realised and he's trying to put something into place now to try and, you know, keep his job at the club. I'm prepared to, you know, to be patient, bide him a bit more time if they're prepared to do it. You know what I mean? If that's what they do, then we just have to go on board with it and see where we finish up, like, you know, over the summer, and what we start next season with, and then how we start next season will be probably make or break for him then if he's still in the position. Because I noticed earlier someone mentioned about Thomas Frank. I mean, there's been rumours.
Yeah, rumours today.
All day.
Rumours, rumours.
Yeah. Until he's, you know, I think going back onto what you're saying about, you know, not having that starting 11, you know, like what we're seeing now, is that some of these players, obviously, like we've touched on before, they came in January, so we haven't had them the full season anyway.
No.
But at any point in this season, well, most points of the season, we've been missing at least one key position.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, where we never had Laird because he was injured, Bright wasn't the best, let's say, replacement.
Yeah.
You had to play a Watter there. That wasn't Davis's fault. That was because that was the only option he had. On the left-hand side, we lose Cochrane early. We bring a player in like Kyle Wagner, and then he gets injured. So you're losing that. We never had the consistency in the centre halves, which, yeah, I think that's the only one where I'm a bit puzzled why Neumann wasn't, you know, selected from earlier on in the season and stuck with that, you know, pairing. I don't understand why that was done. And then in the midfield, we've had, you know, Gray out, we brought in Osman. So we've never really had a consistent starting 11.
Yeah.
So I think if he gets that, and he, like you said on previous shows, give him pre-season with the players fit, see what he can bring in, add to that, to the team. Obviously, we're going to lose a couple, but bring in a bit more, you know, replacements, and then give him a chance, you know. He might get the worst look, and the first game of the season, you lose 5 players. You just don't know, do you? It's just football, isn't it?
Yeah. No.
To be honest, Tally, whichever personnel he's got, I'm just worried he's going to go sideways and backwards with whoever he's got at his disposal. That's the worry for me.
Yeah,
that's my worry.
That's the worry, that if you think about how much we've spent, how much he's spent, and the fact is that half the season, the people he spent money on, he's left out. And he's fine. I generally think, this is just my own personal opinion, he's been told he has to play the players that he's been brought in.
Well, there you go.
For example, Paddy Robert, like, why isn't he anywhere near this team? Why can't he go in the 10? Why not be trialling things at the moment? The fact is, he said Iwata's a right back 2 weeks ago. Then he's played him centre mid, and it's been his best games. It doesn't make any sense.
No, it don't. But I think we have to. What you've just touched on there, I think, is the case. Some of these players aren't the players he wants. They've been bought by the club, and that's. I know we don't know that, and it's speculation, but I personally think it is. Otherwise, he's an awful. Like some of the decisions he's made, leaving them players on the bench that we're screaming to bring them on. We don't get the answers. Are they fit? We don't know all the true answers, do we? I'm not sticking up for the situation because he's mad when you see players like Vicente on the bench and you need that attacking threat and you don't bring him on and we've got 20 minutes left in the game. It's either really bad management or someone's stopping him or something stopping him from selecting them or bringing them on.
Yeah. Well, let's just see where
we'll never know, will we?
No. But these last 3 games now. Let's see how we go with them and then go into the summer and see where we are then. I mean, I don't know whether or not he'll be staying or not, but obviously these rumours that are circulating, obviously, I don't like to speculate, obviously, when we've still got a manager, but, I mean, what's our thoughts on that?
I'm not interested in rumours. I think the rumours are only spread because somebody wants a bit of clickbait, and that's generally what it's around, and, as far as I'm concerned, Chris Davies is in charge of the club. He's in charge of the club at the moment. He's in charge on Wednesday. He's in charge on Saturday. He's in charge the following week, and nobody's told us any different. The day that the club make that official announcement that something's changing, that's when it all changes. That's when it sticks. Yeah. But at the moment, it's all rumour. But the thing is, I don't think the spreading of rumours helps us one little bit. In fact, I think it would. People could argue it counteracts what's going on. The players want to play. They're going out. They're doing what they can for the manager at the moment. They might not like some of the stuff that's got to be done, but at the end of the day, the person that picks the team has the say. So go with the flow. Prove the manager wrong. If you're picked in a position you don't like, prove him wrong. Go and choose your best position. Forge yourself into those positions. Yeah. We don't really see that as a fight within our team at the moment.
Craig, just saying, like Stano, for example, if he's being told he needs to play in the 10, but he wants to just go up front, he ain't going to just go up front and be like, look at me. That's the problem, because Davies likes it so structured that we have to keep with that formation. And it has been nice to see Stano go more up towards Chris, but then he's then not being given the ball because the midfield is so far back that's our problem. We are so defensive minded with Solis and Iwata there, which is fine if you let everybody else go forward. But then the fact is that, because I said this on the roadshow, is I would love Blues to sign a number 8, a box-to-box man, and have Solis sit there and just do his job, who is a ball-winning midfielder. You give it, you go, you give it, you go, like a Rodri, like a Zupimendi for Arsenal, and then give the person next to him that opportunity to go forward, flood the box, because like Iwata finally moved forward. He was on the edge of the box and then he had a shot. Yes, I know people have said in the chat, Iwata played 90 minutes and he scored. I know he did, and fair play to him, because he was actually in the position to score, because he was actually allowed to go forward a little bit. So sitting, and the problem is with our number 10 and our midfield, there's such a big gap. This is why Duck has struggled, because there's such a big gap that all the number 10s for other teams find that gap. And then that's how we've lost games, because people go straight through the middle. So I think it's hard to say give them the opportunity to flourish when they're being told to do something in such a way.
Yeah. But
do you know what I mean?
And the whole season's
been like that.
When you say a number 8, I totally agree with what you're saying there. Effectively, that's what Paik is for us, isn't he? He's a box to box. That's what his position is. Would you swap him?
Tommy Doyle, I would. I'll put Tommy Doyle.
Yeah, definitely. I agree, but sometimes he gets lost in the game. I think Tommy Doyle's class for 45 minutes. I don't think he's a 90 minutes But that might be because he's not getting 90 minutes. He's not getting gameplay. Yeah, so I just think you're right in what you're saying, Claire. That number 8's definitely needed, but they see Paik as that role. I don't think he is.
Better players than Paik out there?
100% there is.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Would you swap him out? Would you cash in on him and then bring something else in?
I'd have him in the squad. I don't tell you.
If he has a good World Cup.
Yeah, but I wouldn't get rid of him. But I'd have him in the squad, but not as a starter every week.
Would we have Jordan Jones back? Would we take Jordan Jones back?
Yeah, 100%. He would be
exactly the number 8.
what I'm trying to say. And he'll have a shot and he'll have a go, and he's a bit more agile.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like he's got a bit of creativity. He can have a shot. I mean, in that season,
he's young.
He absolutely smashed it, didn't he? In a team that was weak.
He looks like he's matured, doesn't he?
He's just
like a different player.
He's just won Young Player of the Season, hasn't he? For
the, young player.
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would welcome him back with open arms personally. I'd love him back. Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting anyway. I do feel like Chris Davies has changed us up a lot. We do look a lot better than what we did, like I've said already, prior to the Ipswich game. But too little, too late for this season. But I'm happy to move forward with it from what I've seen in the last sort of 3 games. Are we all on the same sort of page as that, or are we like, oh no, he's got to go? Claire, are you still on the same about him going as you was like a few weeks ago?
I still think we need experience, and I am still on the little bit too late fence.
Yeah.
But that's mainly because of the away form.
Yeah.
I think that he's had a lot of money and everything else. I think obviously if I will support whoever's there, I support Birmingham City first and foremost, and whoever plays on that pitch wearing our shirt. I don't have to agree with how we play and who manages us, but I will still support my team. So I'm still. If Thomas Frank was available, I'd snap him up in a heartbeat. But if Chris Davies is still there in August, I'll still be there. So doesn't make a difference.
But it's not like a Steve Cottrell's got to go, is it?
Oh no, it's not like a Zoe where we were literally chanting for him to go out.
No, yeah. So, if they do bide him time, then I'll be on board with it. But as you say, if they don't, and we do get someone like Thomas Frank in, then I'd be buzzing about that. I'm not going to lie. If we got Thomas Frank, that'd be a massive coup for us. That would.
It'd be superb, wouldn't he?
Yeah. But we'll see. Anyway, I just think Chris Davies is learning on the job. I do agree with you about experience. If Chris Davies was to stay next season, I do think he needs help on the training ground and around the coaching staff with a bit more experience.
I said it the other week. He needs people to support him in the back room. For the areas that he's got to improve on as well, he needs somebody that's going to help him do that. And I think the one thing we can't take away from him is he is a fantastic coach, and he is really, really good at that. The part I don't think he is so good at and really has got to work at, I think he said it himself, is the people management side of it. Because sometimes I look at the team and I think, are they playing for him? And are they playing for him because they want to, or are they playing for him because they genuinely care? And there's 2 different aspects. I think, from a perspective of hand-holding, let's support him, let's make sure we do what we need to do, then he needs somebody that can come in and help him do that. When the players have got problems, he needs to be able to support them, and I don't think he's necessarily got that experience.
Yeah.
But that can come over time. That's where I think his backroom staff let him down. Because again, I don't think that they're not working hard. I think it's just that none of them have done it in this league. You need somebody that's got a little bit of the league about them, even if it's a season or 2 seasons. I don't think it even needs somebody that's been promoted out of the league. I think it just needs somebody that's got a bit about it, knows what it takes to swap a game about. Middlesbrough's a great example of the way that their manager just swapped it about and nullify us. We haven't got that at the moment. Davies is learning that, but his backroom staff also should be stepping up and going, Chris, this ain't working. How about trying this? How about changing these people about? Don't make that sub. Go for this one. And at the moment, you don't see it. In fact, I'd go as far as saying there are a bunch of yes men behind him. And
they got up a bit on Saturday, didn't they, Claire? They were up and down.
I couldn't believe it. They were up
Ben
and down like
Petty,
yo-yos. We literally, me and my mum were shocked. They were having, they probably ran more than the team. But the
every
thing is,
corner,
like you said,
he ran up, didn't they?
Yeah, we need the experience. But is Chris Davis happy to have that help? Because he's now a number one, is it because he's been a number two for so long that he wants the... Do you know what I mean? It's now him. Does he want that person who's...
Centre stage, like, yeah.
Yeah,
the one
I don't
thing
know.
I absolutely
I'm just
loved
putting it out there.
was in the first half, Solis went to do a wonder strike, didn't he? And he tried to do it on the volley, completely miskicked it. And in fact, I don't think he even touched it. I think the ball went straight past him. And when you looked at the camera, Davis went
what was it like?
absolutely ape at him. And that was brilliant because we haven't seen that. We've missed that big time. And I think that
why is he going
how
ape
much
at
he
him
cared.
for trying to have a shot? He had his head in his hands like this when Solis shot. And it wasn't when Solis shot in the second half. And that wasn't because, he's missed. That was why aren't you passing it to the side? Why aren't you... Like, I don't... Yeah. I would love to just watch Davis. I'm too busy watching. But also, he still sat down for ages as well. And the thing is when you watch him, like... You know, I've said it before, there was clips of him that when Bright had the ball, he pointed backwards, but he went forwards and Bright ignored him. So I don't know whether it's the players starting to take a little bit of ownership, thinking, actually, do you know what, we're going to go for this a little bit.
Yeah. Well, let's go to some comments anyway on the shout boxes. Craig, do you want to read some out? We've got any good questions or comments coming in?
There's loads of comments, to be honest, in regards to the way things are. Ian Clayton said he's heard a rumour that Claire's in the running for the Davis replacement.
You just have to phone me. Just phone me and I'll be there. Tell you that now.
I'll be your assistant, Claire.
Claire Davis.
I need more experience, Paul.
Lots of people backing the call for JJ to come back in the summer.
Yeah.
Andy Boner says he loves it when we play 4-4-2 with Stano and Prisk up front. It makes us look stronger. We've also got the Iwata side of things and saying that the passing was awful on Saturday in the final third. Great goal was overshadowed by poor performance. That's Anthony Garvey. There's also Chris Davis needs a number two to support him, Nathan Colbert. And Bill Mintz, totally agree with this. We miss having local players who have passion for the club. You know, we really do need someone not afraid to say it as it was. And then Andy Bono has just said that Davis was pointing at his head to Solis to say head it back across.
Yeah.
And then finally, our friend Olly Jones, I see this season as a trial back in the league. Next season, it's one for us to push on with. Prisk, Vicente and Solis need to be playing to bring them into the playing style of this country, and I think that is so true.
Yeah. I think Michael Kelly's is good as well, isn't it? Have you seen that one? Wagner coming back into the team is no coincidence. We are looking better, and the run... and the poor run before he wasn't in the team, or a natural left back, no coincidence. But we need to keep with CD. He's had a season in this league. He knows what it's about now. Okay, so Michael's prepared to be patient and stick with him leading into next season. And I'm not going to lie, I'm the same. You know, I don't mind that either, to be honest. You know, you like to think that he is learning as he goes, and hopefully next season he'll be even better. Ultimately, if he's not, it's going to be that'll be the end for him then, won't it? I would have thought by Christmas, this year, if we're still like 14th, 15th, then I think that could be the end then. But who knows?
I wouldn't even give it Christmas. I think Paul, if he's there and we're in that sort of position, then the international break in the September, October time would be when they make a change. They're not going to wait.
So
until
if you're
December.
saying that, then what? Would you still be happy to give him the pre-season and the money to spend? Because at the end, and they've always said this, they all talk. They all talk and they all decide which players to have together. So I don't think he's out of the I don't know who we're signing. Yeah. But would you give him another pre-season? Do you think that he would play the players? Do you think would you trust him with that? That'd be my question. Do you trust him to have a pre-season if by September, October, you would be like, he's out if we're 14th?
Do I trust him?
I do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I do. Yeah.
I think, if Thomas Frank goes in, for pre-season and within the first 10 to 15 games, he's awful, we'll get rid of him. You wouldn't hang around. You wouldn't say, "Oh, it's Thomas Frank. We'll give him the rest of the season." That's when it starts to become old blues, getting the new manager constantly. I think we just need to break the mould and give him another opportunity.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion.
Yeah,
maybe the likes of Thomas Frank are bringing in a completely different backroom team.
Well, he would.
They would. They would. 100%.
That's what we might need. I mean, who knows? It's all listen, isn't it? But
I've been more encouraged though by the last 3 games. I know it's too late.
Oh yeah, we all have.
I know it's too late. I know it's too late for this season, but I can get on board with what I've seen in the last 3 games if we take that into next season as well. We don't go back to the same old dross that we were playing before.
I mean, we was encouraged last August and start of September, and it all fell apart, didn't it?
Yeah.
So it's just that again. We're at the end of the season. I mean. Me personally, hand on heart, I'd make a change. I really would. I think he's incapable of getting us anywhere near the top 6 or the top 8. That's just my opinion.
When I say the dross that we were playing before, I'm talking more away from home than at home, because at home we've been pretty good. I think there's only 2 teams in the league better than us at home.
It's funny you should say that, Paul, because some home games we'd score say 4 at home or 3 games in a row, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah.
And then we'd follow it up with a dire away performance.
I know.
It's the away that needs to change. Like we're in the top 5, aren't we? I think for home form.
Yeah.
And then away form are like 23rd.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. And if you look at like people like Coventry, Middlesbrough, Ipswich, all of the ones above, they're all kind of like 7th, 8th for home and away.
Yeah.
Like the amount of away wins we've seen, there hasn't been many.
Yeah, well, ultimately, we don't know what's going to happen and it's out of our control, but whatever does happen, like you say, Claire will be there no matter what, but all we want is what's best for the club and the team, and it's just getting it right. They've got so much right off the field now. It's been phenomenal, but it's just going to take a bit longer now to get it right on the field, but I do think we'll get there. It's just going to take a bit more time than maybe we thought. I mean, the poll, Chris, isn't it? Was you expecting more from this season, yes or no? Where are we at with that?
So we're on, as you say, like the poll was, did you expect more from this season? 69% have gone for yes, I did, and 31% have gone no, I didn't.
And what's
which surprises me, actually.
And did you answer your own question? What was your answer, yes or no, Chris?
My answer? No, I didn't. No, I think no. I expected sort of like top 10-ish, and I don't think we're going to be far off.
Oh, I don't know. We could still finish 17th.
But we could finish 9th. The league is that tight.
I suppose
9, 10, 11 will be.
I suppose this is a conversation for the last show, isn't it? When it's all done and dusted.
Yeah.
What I will say though as well, Paul, it's such a weaker league, isn't it? I think it'll be much stronger next season. I mean, we could have potentially Spurs, couldn't we?
I totally agree with Claire earlier. It's such a missed opportunity.
It is,
I don't think it'll be the same next season, because I do think Spurs will come down, and even Burnley and Wolves as well will be strong next season.
Wolves will be battling up there. Burnley will always. They're like the new West Brom, aren't they? They're up and down, but they're normally really good in this league. Yeah. You have Middlesbrough if they don't go up. You'll have Southampton, which I'll be shocked if they don't go up. I mean, Millwall have had a season and a half. Derby will, they're going to have third season or ever with Eustace. Like, literally, you kind of, you just see it and you kind of just go, like, you see Southampton, and I've said it before on this show, there'll be one team that goes on that run, and it has been Southampton and Norwich as well. But all these teams that we've beaten so well, you think they're above us, and you're like, how has that happened?
Claire, keep the faith. That'll be us next season. We'll do a Southampton.
Change the manager and then go.
Yeah, that's it's all planned.
Top 8, isn't it, next season? Playoffs, top 8.
Yeah,
exactly. Rob, how does that work again?
Okay.
I don't think so.
Let me just go and get my popcorn.
Third falls have a rest. No, have a rest day. The third falls have a rest day, and then fifth against eighth, and then the third fall has a rest day. The seventh, fifth against seventh.
Chris Rose made a great point on a message board because he's turned around and said Thomas Frank is good. However, he was even better when Keith Andrews was his assistant.
True.
Yeah.
And now look at it. Thomas Frank has been sacked from the past 2 jobs that he was in. Keith Andrews has gone on to take, Brentford onto massive things and the borderline, European football. So it's interesting because there's twice where this has come up, really, isn't it? If you think about, Postecoglou at Spurs, when Davies was his number 2, they were decent and they played well. He disappears, Postecoglou loses his job. You've got Thomas Frank doing exactly the same thing. So it just makes you wonder, actually, what's the best part? Is that the perfect mix? The people person and the coach?
Well, the coach is ultimately the person who spends the most time on the training ground, isn't it, with the players? So he has a hell of a lot of impact on whatever the product is on the pitch on a Saturday afternoon. But yeah, I don't know. I think he's only been sacked once, though, hasn't he, Thomas Frank? Not twice. He weren't sacked by Brentford. He just left to go to Tottenham, didn't he?
Yeah.
And anyone could foul at Tottenham. I'm sorry, even Pep Guardiola would probably foul at Tottenham.
So, but yeah, no, I think we've covered the game well there. Anyone got anything else I want to add before we move on?
No. I think Damari had a good little cameo, to be fair.
Yeah, he did. He agreed, yeah. Stretched his legs a bit, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, good to see Alex Cochrane back in and amongst it as well, because he's a very good player as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, but moving on then, Tally and Claire, you did our brand new roadshow at Hull on Saturday, and I believe your lad Olly, Tally, was involved as well. So let's bring him in if we can. Tell us a bit more about it, and if you haven't seen it on YouTube yet, do give it a watch. It's worth a watch, and it's definitely. I thought it was fantastic. Personally, really good.
It's gone down a bomb.
Very good.
Gone down a bomb, and Roe, by a bomb we mean he's gone down well rather than being terrible. All right, so just so you're aware.
Oh yeah, all right. Should I talk about the playoffs before we carry on?
You're going to explain the rules?
Well, like I was saying before, third and fourth have a rest day, and then it's like eighth against. No, better carry on. To be honest.
Is Ollie with us now, or
I think he's just he's logging in.
Oh right, okay. He hasn't come up on the screen yet, so I'll bring him in as soon as he comes up.
Yeah. So just start the story anyway, Claire. Obviously, it was your first experience of doing this, and Tally, and I thought it was a brilliant idea with the opening. Obviously, what the hell am I doing in Hull? I thought that was brilliant, and then
well, that was Tally's idea. That was. We always wonder what we're doing in Hull, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here is the true legend. He's behind everything. We mentioned Tally. We know it's not Tally. We know that everything's down to Ollie.
Yeah. So, how you doing, Ollie? You all right?
Can't hear.
Can't hear you, mate. Can't hear you.
He's only got one job. Come on, Tally, can't you help him?
Who'd you get all that lovely curly hair off as well, by the way?
The milkman.
I heard that, but not very well. I can't hear you very well.
No, I can't hear you. No, I can't hear. And we got an echo because you haven't got your headphones on. So. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Well, we left early.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
And then, we just got up there and we went. Well, I went to the pub, and then. Yeah, we just went in and watched the games, and we just took a few videos on the way, and we had some predictions, and then I waffled on about half time about how a Watter can't shoot. This is what I mean. This is what I need to do. If I say a player's not doing very well, then they seem to score. So I'm just going to say Stano's not playing great on the Wednesday. And then, when we got back, we just did like a summary, but it was just short and sweet, wasn't it, Tally, really? But Tally was the one who had the thoughts and the brains behind what the content should be, and then Ollie made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say all we did originally was put a little structure together because it's a trial. We weren't even going to put it out there, was we, Claire? So it was just a trial to see all of us get together, see what we want to put on the next one, ready for next season. But Ollie did his wonders, and it's done all right. So onwards and upwards.
Give us some, just to our viewers as well, give us some feedback on the shout box as well. Just let us know your thoughts, those of you that have seen it. Give us your ratings out of 10. All feedback is much appreciated. But yeah, Ollie, give us now.
Should be.
Perfect.
Here we are.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, tell us all about it, mate. So you've obviously took all the videos off Claire and your dad and put it all together for us, which I thought you'd done a great job. It's brilliant. So thanks for that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Looks good.
I do it myself, so I just thought I may as well put it together because I'm there anyway and I'm getting extra footage as well. So I thought may as well just put it together. So it took me just over an hour. So I can't toot my own horn, otherwise I'll just sound a bit big-headed. But I mean,
if it takes you just over an hour, perhaps you can tell Robe and show Robe what he should be doing because he comes on for an hour and a half every week. And he's rubbish.
That's time management. You need to work on it, Robe. You really need to.
I will. I'll bear that in mind.
There you go.
I'm only young. I'm still learning.
That's all right. You've got loads of time.
Tell us your Blues story anyway, Ollie. When was your first game?
My first game, I think my dad probably might remember it more, but I was only young. How old was I?
I think you was 4.
4. So,
I heard you sat underneath a table with an iPad in your hand.
Yeah,
yes,
That kind of adds to the story. Ollie wasn't necessarily a big football fan at the start. Most of the time spent on a phone or an iPad, as all the new young kids want to do nowadays. But he, anytime he kicked the ball or went past the football, I'd take him to the nearest sports shop and get him fully kitted out. And he'd just look at me and go, "Dad, I don't like football." I'm like, there we go again. But you can go from there. I was after taking him down, eventually it clicked, didn't it, mate?
Yeah, it took from lockdown. Obviously, I didn't really have much to do, so I never really had a specific thing I'd do. So going down after lockdown and even in the box in lockdown, it just sort of clicked within my head that I did enjoy it. And ever since then, everything in my life has been based around football. Like, going down every week is just, I think anyone else can say it's just brilliant. It's just a way you can express yourself and be with your mates without like just having to be at school or work. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Really, really enjoyed getting into it, yeah.
Oh, that's good. And can you remember, well, obviously you was 4, but what was his first game? Tell it.
Oh, now you're asking. I'll come back to you with that one. I got the picture, but I can't remember the game. I don't think it was a great one.
When was it? About sort of around Lee Clark sort of time, maybe?
I think it was. Let me get the picture up. I'll find it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, appreciate what you've done there. Anyway, Ollie, great job, mate. And
Very good, yes, very good.
Indeed.
Hopefully
Yeah,
the first of many. Yeah. So, but obviously moving on. Yesterday would have been the legend of the club, Trevor's birthday, wouldn't it? It would have been 72 yesterday, I believe. It was 72, wasn't it? Sorry.
Yeah, 72.
And I mean, I just wanted to sort of reminisce really on his time as a player, obviously, and also as obviously everyone else pretty much mainly in this chat can remember him as a manager, but obviously not so much as a player. But Chris, as a player, I mean, he hasn't got a statue outside the cop reception for no reason, has he? And it is more.
Oh no. No, he's a wonderful guy. I can remember going to see him in a reserve game. I think there were 18,000 people there to see his comeback.
Really?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It's crazy, yeah. And that was on a school night, I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, my dad was on about it yesterday, Chris.
Yeah.
You know, he said the same thing. He went to that reserve game and said it was just mental.
It's crazy, absolutely crazy. But
he was an out and out. Am I right in saying he was an out and out number 9 in today's game? He would have been through the middle as a number 9, would he? Or would he have been better out wide?
Oh no, he was more wide. He wasn't an out number 9. No, I think we left that to Bob, didn't we?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you had him on the one side, and Bob Hatton. Sorry.
Yeah, the Holy
Yeah.
Trinity, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
The two Bobs and our man Trevor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're paying over 100 million for him in today's game, comfortably.
Oh God, yeah. I think you couldn't. I don't think you could buy him for that. No.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then and obviously later on in 1996, he comes back as the manager after a stint at Sheffield Wednesday. You got Sheffield Wednesday to 2 cup finals, didn't you?
2 cup finals, yeah.
Yeah.
So unlucky in both of them. And then obviously he comes on later on with us, and I loved his time as the manager. The 5 years he was the manager.
I think he loved it as well, didn't he? I think I think it was his dream job, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah.
It was the return of the Messiah, wasn't it? And that's how I remember it all being badged. Everybody was that excited. When he was coming through the door. And I don't think there was one person at that point in time that would have said no to him either. It was the right time. But also, I mean, you talk about being unlucky in the finals with Sheffield, but how unlucky at Birmingham?
Yeah.
You know, League Cup final, robbed by a referee, ultimately. Playoffs, I mean, God, he got so close, and we couldn't get it over the line. And then when you think about the season that we did eventually go up via the playoffs, 75% of that team was his. You know, that's the way that I will always remember it. Was he didn't sign off on a low note. He took us as far as he could at that particular point in time. But I will say, I think he was also another person that didn't have too much of a backroom staff supporting him. And, you also hear that he wasn't the best man manager when it came to being around the club either. No. But again, a master at his trade, a person that could still knock a ball 60, 70 yards without any hassles and put it on a sixpence, and then also ask him to ping it in the top corner, and he'd do it.
That's when he was manager.
Yeah.
A lot of the players in training would say exactly the same thing. They were just mouth was just wide open. Like, how does this guy at this age do some of the things that we can't do?
Yeah. Why can't you do this? And they used to get annoyed, didn't they?
50-odd-year-old bloke, you know what I mean?
Some of the best players I've ever seen in my life at St Andrews were signed by Trevor as the manager. You know, Pete, he doesn't get mentioned very often, but Peter Unlove was just
class.
I thought he was absolutely amazing.
Lazaridis
is my favourite ever player, Rob. I absolutely loved him.
One of my favourite was Furlong. I thought, I used to watch him at Chelsea, and he was decent there. And when we signed him, he put some goals away, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, sorry, Tally. Some people annoy me because they say, "Oh no, Furlong was always injured," but he didn't have the best goals to games ratio in modern times.
Still does. I was going to say,
he's a superb player. He's just a lucky.
If we'd have kept him fit for a full season, we would have gone up, I think, under Trevor.
Yeah. He was lethal. He was a stunning player.
Main reason he used to get injured so much was his physique. He was just ripped like a bodybuilder. Honestly, absolute ripped like any constant muscle strains.
The problem was as well, he's travelling because he stayed in Watford. He lived in Watford and he kept travelling every day. So he was cramped up in the car for far too long as well, which didn't help his muscle. But I mean, I haven't said Brian Hughes as well. I mean, what a signing he was.
Oh, crikey!
Class.
Brian Hughes, Martin O'Connor in the middle, 2 of his signings. You can have Horse up front, Adebola, Unlove. I mean, he signed some great players, didn't he? Bruce. Darren Pearce, Gary Ablett. Brilliant.
The list goes on.
Yeah, great times to go as a fan. And he was so unlucky not to be that person to get us to the Premier League for the first time. But like you said earlier, Craig, 75% of Bruce's team that did was his players.
Yeah, that team.
As Michael Woods has just said, they used to take bets on who could nobble him in training. He was that good.
So we'll try and take him out. And you listen to players like Grange when he was on.
Yeah.
And he tells you exactly the same thing. He's like, who's going to clatter him? Well, actually, they couldn't get anywhere near him to clatter him.
Yeah. Gary Rowett was good as well, wasn't he? He was quality.
Yeah.
He was. So yeah, good times. I just wanted to reminisce for a few minutes on Trevor's time as the player and the manager. And obviously, do put any of your memories into the shout boxes as well, and we'll read out as many as we can. Whether that be of him as the player or the manager or both. Okay, so Craig, the women, Amy Merrick's got Manager of the Month.
She did, well deserved for March, which is absolutely superb. And I think, it's just coming to the end of the international break now, so the ladies will be getting back together again for ultimately, for me, the most important game of the season, which falls on Sunday, 2:00 at St Andrews and United Park, with, at the moment, a very quickly growing crowd, which is awesome. And, it doesn't stop us, though, because, like, I was talking earlier on Talk Sport around the potential for the ladies. And the last game of last season, 7,500 at St Andrews. 7,500 to go and see them play. And we unfortunately had that disappointment of drawing the goal after, being 2 goals behind, but not having enough to get it over the line and get us to the WSL. Whereas this year, we're top spot. We're top spot with a goal difference of +11. So we might as well have 6 points rather than, it being an equal par. And yet, we're just scraping around 2,000 at the moment. So, I just say to everybody, I know Blues are at home for the men and their final home game on Saturday, but please, if you can get down, if you're around, come and see the ladies, cheer them on. This game on Saturday could well decide not just the promotions, but could decide the title, dependent on how results go. You look at the games that are still to go, right? The key one for me is a week on Sunday, or a week on Saturday, actually, against Charlton. The top 2 teams playing each other. Hopefully at that point in time, if something is decided, because this weekend has got that many permutations with 3 teams that ultimately now are fighting for the last 3 spots and where they finish in the league. Nobody can touch below 3rd. So you are looking at a straight fight between those areas. If Birmingham win and then results go our way, then we can pretty much say that we're promoted. It's not mathematically possible to say it on the day, unless Crystal Palace don't get a result. And then at which point we can pretty much say that we're going to be within that top 2. But it's massively important for everybody to get behind them. If you look at the season that we've had, the cup run, so the first one, the League Cup, different formats, obviously what we've seen in the men's, we did really well up against the big teams that were in that pot and that area. We beat them from the other side of the city, in front of a bumper crowd at Bescott Stadium, because they couldn't be bothered to play it at Vile Park. Jesus, local derby, and they couldn't be asked. Need to look at themselves. Then
it got changed though, Craig, as well, didn't it, to a Friday?
Yeah, it got changed to a Friday as well, because they just couldn't be bothered. Then you look at the FA Cup, right? What a great run, quarterfinals. And quarterfinals, only losing by 1 goal to the team that are going to run away with the WSL this year and could well take the FA Cup as well. So we've held our own against the top teams on multiple occasions. Yes, we've had some poor games, but the one thing they've done is bounce back each time from those, and then have gone out and proven what they have been capable of. And look, just over a month ago, we were all talking about the fact that Birmingham were in 2nd spot. Didn't look as though they were going to get anywhere near top spot. And then, just like Arsenal seem to be at the moment, Charlton go on a run and seem to be bottling it. So we're top, and we're top on credit. Sunday, 2:00, the last home game of the season. Couldn't be any bigger, like I say. Let's get behind them. The following week, for those people that cannot get to Portsmouth, yes, it's a 12:30 kickoff for the men, right? The women kick off at 3:00. at Charlton. The club have tickets available. They've already filled 3 coaches to take people down to the game, which the club have foot the bill for, which is absolutely amazing. As an official supporters club, Solihull and the women's joined forces, and through that and the OSC group as an overall, we've funded a coach to take another 53 people down to Charlton, which we're funding and covering the cost of the travel. Then there's groups as well that have got paid coaches. So there's going to be, I would say, well over 300, if not near enough 400 fans at this present moment travelling down. Tickets don't cost that much. So if you can get down there, come and join us. Come and support Amy and the team through ultimately what should be promotion celebrations. And let's end this season on an absolute high this time instead of I won't say dismay, because it wasn't dismay, but it was the upset of last year of watching another team lifting the WSL2 trophy on our pitch. I want nothing more than for us to do that at Charlton this time around. Yes, Amy's got Manager of the Month.
K-pop Demon Hunters, Haja Boys Breakfast Meal, and Huntrix Meal have just dropped at McDonald's. They're calling this a battle for the fans. What do you say to that, Rumi?
It's not a battle. So glad the Saja Boys could take breakfast and give our meal the rest of the day.
It is an honor to share.
No, it's our honor.
It is our larger honor.
No, really. Stop.
You can really feel the respect in this battle. Pick a meal to pick a side.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. At participating McDonald's while supplies last.
Should be up for me in the running now for Manager of the Season as well. And I think, we're going to see that. We've got some great calibre of players. We have a squad that, for me, if they get promoted, is going to hold themselves there. But also, as a club, we're going to invest. And, I wouldn't be surprised one little bit if, once it's confirmed, they get up there and they hear some huge names that want to come to our club. And if you think about, we talk about the men's, Tom Brady being linked with the club as a silent director, if you want to call him that. But then you look at the women, Karen Carney, small percentage shareholder in the club. Kim Clijsters, small percentage shareholder in the club. And then we've got our American links with our owners now, who also own a team out in the States. So we are really in a fantastic position. And if you compare us to the London City Lionesses, who equally had powerful owners that took them up and invested, it's kept them there. Have they set the world alight? No. But it's kept them in the division. And actually, they will look to build. The WSL is growing in size as well. So more games, more things to see. But look, I reckon within 12 to 18 months, we're not only going to be seeing Birmingham playing those top teams, but it would not surprise me one little bit if we don't see Lionesses coming out of our club. We've already got them in the under-23s. There is no reason why they can't break into the full squad when they're promoted. So please, if you can get down there, let's come down, support them. Final thing on this, through Solihull OSC, I am funding a number of tickets for the game on Sunday. I already have a number that has been put forward, but I've still got a small allocation to hand out. So if you would like to go to the game, please get in touch. Let me know how many tickets. I will then pass over the form which needs to be completed, and we will get that sent off. Our cut-off for ordering tickets is Tuesday by 5 o'clock. So if I could ask if anybody is interested to either come back to me this evening, if you're watching the show live, or if it's being listened to the recording, if you could come back by 2 o'clock on Tuesday, that'd be amazing, and we'll make sure that it's all mentioned. And I just want to cover off 2 comments that have been on the board as well. So there's one which has said, first of all, well done Claire and Tally on the details of the new video, really worth it. Are you going to be doing them for the last couple of games, was the question. And then also there was, are we doing one for the women's game for Charlton? The answer to the women's game is yes. I will be putting one together to go across the whole of the day. Tally, Claire, over to yourself in regards to whether there'll be some for yourselves as well.
Yeah, we'll do one. I mean, I'm going up the night before because I booked it in August thinking we might be partying.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I cancelled mine, but yeah, definitely we'll be there.
Cool. Olly, give me two things. Give me your favourite player in your life so far that you've seen, and tell us a bit about your halftime scran page, etc. And
yes,
pitch your channel to our viewers, mate.
So, I would have to say my favourite player I've seen, and I'd pretty much say he's one of my idols as a footballer, would be Clayton Donaldson.
Oh yeah, good shout.
I 100% can. I just really like the way he played, the way he would go forward, everything. Something we are sort of missing now. Yeah. That sort of tenacious player that just rushes at things, and it's just brilliant. And then,
is it fair to say he was underrated as well? Do you think?
Massively underrated. I'd say he's one of my favourite number 9s I've seen in my lifetime. Just overall, I think the way he approached every game was brilliant.
Yeah, excellent. No, he scored a fair few goals as well for us, didn't he? To be fair.
Yeah.
A good finisher and worked his what's-its off, didn't he, as well, up there on his own a lot. Up there on his own all the time, actually. I don't know if he ever had a partner, did he? He was always up there on his own.
No, he did the job.
He was good target, man.
Yeah, and half-time, tell me a bit about half-time scran and tell our viewers about it as well.
It's half-time scran started December 2 years ago, and it started from a video of me at non-league. I was at Solihull Moors just watching a game, and I saw it got views, and I saw the way it was bringing people together of just football fans. So I myself decided to make the channel, and I mean, I'm really happy with where it is now. I've been to 24 or 25 out of the 92 within the span of just under 2 years. Well, just over a year really, and it's a way I can sort of bring together fans of different football clubs and Blues, and you can bring all your friends into a video, and it acts as another way to express yourself and spend time with others just in general. And it's good to let people know what stadiums have good food and what food is rubbish, really.
Yeah.
That's what I base my life off. Just food.
Come on, Ollie, for the 24 that you've visited so far, let's name and shame them. So who was the best and who was the worst?
That's that, yeah.
I'll start with the best. I'd say so far the best I've had is, you're going to find it a bit weird, it's not Championship, it's MK Dons in Milton Keynes.
Really?
Wow. Really weird. You wouldn't expect it.
No.
They had, what did they have? Lamboona. A Lamboona with poppadoms and a naan, and I tell you, £8.
Wow.
I think I was in disbelief. It was beautiful.
You paid the water, St Andrews.
It's quite hard to get a good curry at football, to be fair.
It is, yeah.
What about the worst?
Oh, I'd say
Did you have them pies at the Blues before we went back to Pucker?
Nah, I'd just eat in the box. It would have been in the box, just eating whatever was there.
Them
Chicken nuggets.
Them pies were pretty bad. We had, didn't they, when we went from Pucker to whatever it was? I can't remember what it was.
Oh, the worst pie was QPR. It wasn't even hot.
Oh, they were vile. Do you know what? I ended up giving it someone and having a hot dog in the end, and that was equally as bad. And really expensive as well. I think if I'm right in saying a hot dog and a beer was like close to £20.
Wow.
At QPR.
Yeah, they weren't even hot, and then I had to go and get one from the home end because I wouldn't move until I got my
fair play to
pie. Amazing, isn't it?
Can we just ask people who are watching, what is your best? Where have you had your best food, and where have you had your worst food? Which ground? Let us know. Put it on the share box.
Best food, I think, is Leighton Orient. You can have like a pie, mash, and liquor, can't you?
Oh, see, that's what when I went to Cholton, that was my plan to go to have a proper pie, but we ended up in Borough Market, and
still nice.
The food was nice, but
Yeah.
never got the chance to have it.
There's a nice.
But go on.
Sorry, Alex. I was going to say there's a nice pie shop in Millwall, isn't there?
Pie mash.
It's just pure pies.
I've not been.
I wouldn't leave the coach at Millwall, to be fair,
Rob, why are you talking about Millwall? The only time you've been to Millwall is when you went down in the prison van. So what else was you going for?
No. Yeah. I just remember the pies and the punches.
What, aimed at you?
Ollie, did you try the stuff at Hull? Because I'm not going to lie, they've got
they were on form. That was
knocked it out of the park.
On the screens, it looked delightful. I'm not going to lie.
I had
that sounds nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, Korean chicken and waffle fries. I think
they had Korean chicken. Honestly,
you had the Korean
chicken.
chicken
There, just staring at the board.
What did I try?
It wasn't expensive either.
No,
in comparison to other places.
Well, Fraser Higgins has said, what about the Wigan kebab? Kebab,
yeah.
With a pie between.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, that's
Can we put can we put the link to Ollie's page on for people to?
We will do. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, there's a challenge there for people. I have put it on as a message, but come on, I reckon between us all we could easily double the following for Ollie just from this show. So let's get on it.
I hope so.
We I remember one we went to Ols. Remember it was Burton Albion, and he was buzzing because it said faggots, chips and peas, and he was like,
I just
Dad,
wanted
I'm having
faggots,
that.
chips and peas.
Yeah. Turns out, and he waited in the queue, and they went, we haven't got none of that left, and they give him it was a sausage roll. And do you know, like when you're in Greg's, you have a sausage roll, and you look at yourself if you're sitting down, and it's just a mess, isn't it? He bit into it, but as he bit into it, like a breath come out of his mouth, and it just disappeared, all the pastry, and all that was left was the sausage. And he was like, it was just like sawdust. It's proper dry.
It was horrible.
He went, oh God! But that was. I remember that being a bad one.
Oh, the worst one has to be Forest Green.
Oh, the vegan.
And I went to even go and get a cup of tea, and they were like, do you want it with oat milk? At the time, I was like, what's oat milk? And then you'd be like, I don't drink that milk. So I was like, no. And then my mum was like, I don't want it with oat milk.
This is a funny one.
Like, she walked up and they were like, vegan this and vegan that.
Yeah.
Paul Anson. I went to Swindon in the 90s, and they ran out of sausages and tried to sell me a roll for £1.
I do remember going to Southend, and it was a New Year's Day, and I'd never hear. First of all, it was absolutely peeing it down with rain. It was the day that Ricky Otto made us look stupid before he actually signed for us. But that's the only place I've ever been to where you could have a warm pork pie, and it was absolute bliss.
No, that's
one
not
that
right.
always remembers.
No, mate, I've had the same, but it was Huddersfield, and do you know what they did? They did a warm pork pie with mushy peas on and mint sauce with homemade chips. Do you know what? But the jelly inside the pork pie just dribbled out.
That was what I remember about Southend.
But it was lovely.
It was exactly
nice.
Norwich had the best chips, and then they've changed them since Delia's been kicked off. I'd have Delia back just for chips because they were the best chips I've ever eaten in my life.
All I can say is welcome to Tilton Talk Show, where we promote food.
I'll be honest with you. What do you guys eat at the stadium? Like at St Andrews, do you eat any in the food stalls? Or anything?
I have to have a chicken balti pie every time.
Don't tell lies. You wait for.
Do you ever use any of the vendors outside?
Not really. I used to grab the old burger vans before.
Yeah.
I just tend to grab just a balti pie every week.
Mate, honestly, nice de Burf.
Yeah, we've got a story about that one.
What's that?
Unreal.
Who's that? Frank LeBeau?
Charlie's chicken.
Yeah. And Charlie's sauce is
is
I
banging.
tried that last week. I normally don't eat in the ground, but that sauce was something else.
It is nice, yeah. It is nice food there.
Something funny about that is right next to me, because I was eating, I think yesterday I had something in my room. I've got some right here, which is a bit peculiar, but I've got a little backstory with Charlie, because the first time I tried it, I was obviously videoing it and I looked a bit of a tool, but when I went up, it was just lovely and we were having a conversation, and then through TikTok we sort of gained a friendship and like a sort of collaboration. So for a couple of games ago at home, I did a sort of collaboration with them where I got some chicken and
You didn't share, mind you, did you, mate?
No, I didn't. No, I'm not sharing when it's free. When it's mine, it is not yours. It's mine.
No,
mine is mine.
How does that work, Tally? I mean, the last time we were down there, I seem to remember that you'd purchased a pint of Guinness for somebody, but they don't share their chicken and chips. I think you should cancel the Guinness from now on, mate.
Bang out of order, mate. Do you know what? This channel has cost me a fortune, I'll tell you that. It's a great concept, great idea, and it's like, well, I'm going to this game. Yeah.
Craig, a couple of people have mentioned the curry van, man, at the women's game. But...
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, the curry van, man, I think, has been at the ladies quite often, but he has been at the men's as well.
Okay.
My God, yeah, the food's amazing. They do like your little your bowls where you can have your chips, the rice, and the curry on top, but then there's sliced up naan breads. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. And the thing is, you just stand outside and start salivating, you know what I mean? You just stand next to it, it's all you need to do. But also, the one that I do miss is penguin pancakes, and I know that he is due to come back, but he has been absolutely superb. Because
isn't he over at the main stand?
He is.
Oh. Yeah, he was over at the main stand.
Absolutely brilliant. You can't miss it because basically every pancake is named after a penguin, hence the name. But oh God, you know, Liv's had them at the ladies' game, and seriously, I was sat next to her and thinking, how have you just eaten that? But you know, chocolate, strawberries, cream, more chocolate.
You're making me hungry. This is.
I know.
I'm really hungry.
Look what you've caused here, Ollie.
I'm so sorry.
I'm starving now. I am.
Now everybody's heard it. Now you know what Ollie looks like as well. Then all I can say is, you know, he gets free chicken and chips, so just loiter around him at the ground.
Yeah. You know him really well.
I can't wait for Wednesday. Tally, I'll meet you Wednesday. I'm Saturday now. Want some of that sauce?
Do you know what? He might look after you. He don't look after me, so he might look after you.
I'll let you have the scraps. It'll be all right.
Just to round off the food conversation, do we prefer the food up north or down south?
North.
North. 100% up north.
It's messier.
Worse
it's
for you.
everything you want, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's worse for you, definitely.
But it's brilliant.
So many messages on the board at the moment going on about it as well.
Food, I know, yeah.
I am so jealous of Paul Sterndale. I live in Yorkshire, and a warm pork pie is in every butcher's. You can't beat it.
No.
So unfair.
It's not right. That ain't right.
It's not.
No.
And you can get pork pie with an egg. Have you tried it with an egg in it?
Stop it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the way to go.
Banging. Yeah.
I don't know why we can't have gravy in our fish and chip shops in the Midlands.
Love gravy.
Yeah.
They have them up here. You need to come and
I was going to say,
up this way.
some of them have started to do it, yeah.
Deep fried Mars bars, deep fried, cream eggs. There you go. There's the
Oven
chips.
Oh.
Anything orange.
Yeah.
Beige or orange.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donald Trump chips. You know what I mean? You can't miss them ones.
Yeah. Have we got any Who or Barnets this week?
What do you want first? I'll tell you what. We'll have the. We'll have the Who first. There we go. Now, I think this is quite difficult. I couldn't really get many interviews online with this guy, so you're gonna have to listen very, very carefully. Here we go.
No, it wasn't. I thought Steve was a threat because obviously I think he was a chance. He's a very good player. You know, if we can get him on the ball, he can bring us higher up the pitch, get the team higher up the pitch. So it was a loss, but we reshuffled, we kept the same shape. We've got Charlie Henry in behind, Jake Reed and brought Addison Raymond. So no, I have no complaints with what they've done today.
You've got it, haven't you, Paul? I can see on your face.
It sounds like he's in a wind tunnel.
It didn't work.
Yeah,
it didn't work properly, Chris.
It's really difficult.
He's skydiving.
It's really difficult.
Is he Welsh? Is the accent Welsh?
I don't know. I don't think he's Welsh. No.
Sounded northern a little bit. I don't know. Could be wrong.
Yeah, there was a northern twang.
Like a Cheshire sort of twang.
Yeah,
Cheshire Chang.
Cheshire Chang.
No one's got an idea, have they? I thought it was going to be too hard.
Go on, do it again.
I'll try it again. Okay, here we go.
I thought Steve was a threat, which obviously I think his chance. He's a very good player. You know, if we can get him on the ball, he can bring us higher up the pitch, get the team higher up the pitch. So it was a loss, but we reshuffled, we kept the same shape. We've got Charlie Henry in behind, Jake Reed and brought Addison Raymond. So no, I have no complaints with what they've done today.
What position was he, Chris?
He was defence. He was in defence, wasn't he? Yeah, he was defending.
And when are we talking? What sort of era?
I think he was there for 4 years. 98, 2001, 2002. I'm just going to get it up exactly. I thought he was.
And you said, sorry, was he a defence? You say, yeah?
Yes.
I'll have a bash at David Burrows.
I thought you were going to say it then. No.
Oh, it's David something then.
No. I just did that to throw you off. He was a defender, really. A midfielder, really.
A midfielder?
Midfielder, yeah.
98 to 2001.
Played 99 to 2002. He played 51 games.
He was a midfielder?
Midfielder, yeah.
99 to 2001?
Yeah. It's not David Dawn Fahey or David Oldsworth.
Not David Graham Hyde, is it?
Oh, yes, he's got it, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
I never got it.
Wow.
It sounds more northern in real life.
Yeah, good. Way more northern in real life.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite tough, that was, yeah. But, yeah. Well done.
Well done, mate.
Yeah.
Ian Clayton as well got it, I think, just as everybody else did there.
Yeah.
And then the Barnet?
And the Barnets will be coming up any second now. If I can go on to that. Right. Just hold on. Right. I want to get the right one. Hang on. Right, here we go.
Oh, I know. I think.
DJ Campbell.
Julian Gray.
No.
Andrew Townsend.
No.
Pandiana.
No.
Louis Donovan.
No.
Are we on the right wavelength?
Oh, sort of. I'm not going to give you any clues this time.
He played for Blues.
Curtis Woodhouse, Peter Taylor said.
I'll tell you something else as well. You've mentioned him today. Somebody on here has.
Oh.
Peter Unlove.
Well done.
There you go.
I would not have got that. Have we
got the full picture?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I want to see that full picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real off that picture? No way.
Yeah.
He was so good, he was.
He
was.
Class.
That was Trevor's pulling power. That was, weren't it? He took players out. He took players out of the Premier League that you'd never dream of coming to the Championship, like Rowett and
even
Bruce, Ablett,
Mike Newell.
Ablett, that was the one. Mike Newell.
Mike Newell, yeah.
Premier League winner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just want to ask a question. So, there's comments on the board. John Bone. Craig, please stop making excuses constantly for Davies.
Just saw that.
What show are you listening to, John? Because I don't think I've made any excuses. But please, if you can enlighten us all, please do.
Craig, you know now if there's any controversy, it's your fault.
Do you know what I mean? It's all me. It should be all right. I mean,
it's all your fault.
No, we're blaming you.
It's all Craig's fault.
Who are you? I'm going to go around the room now. Everyone's goal of the season so far. Tally, you go first, Tally.
Oh, goal of the season. I wasn't in the country, but I think it was a fantastic free kick, Marvin Dutch against Sheffield United. I think that was a finishing half. I know it was a set piece, but not a lot of people can put it in from that distance.
Claire?
Damari Gray away at Southampton. I think just the finish, the pace of it, the unexpected, like you just did not expect it, and if you think about where they're finishing now, you know, they're away from home as well. Yeah. It was a bit of happiness.
Yeah.
Ollie? I was at Southampton, but I didn't see the goal. But when I looked at it back on YouTube, it is just class. It's the position he's in first, and the way it goes in, really, it's fluid. And then I'd also put, obviously it's raw with Iwata's goal, because that was brilliant. We're not even going to take away from that. That was just class. But the Damari Gray's goal, Watford at home, I think the angle he took that from was impeccable. Yeah. But sometimes you got to go for them power shots. So I would say the Southampton, or maybe even Iwata away.
Yeah, I'll go for Gray against Watford. I just love the way he put it straight top bins. I know he did that at Southampton as well, but also the way the rain just dropped off the net.
Yeah, I was going to say he added it, didn't he? Yeah, he added it.
Yeah. I like Dux. Honourable mentions to Dux against Coventry as well.
Yeah.
His first one, lovely ball, which was his first touch for the club, wasn't it?
First touch. Yeah.
So that was a great goal. And I liked Iwata's on Saturday as well. And Cochrane's against Millwall as well on the edge.
Broke the net, didn't they?
And I also like Stansfield against Norwich as well, when he went bursting through and just dinked the keeper.
Dinked over the top.
Yeah, that was good.
The fact that he hit the crossbar as well, that was precision, that was.
They always look better, don't they, when they hit the bar and drop in? But yeah, Chris, what about you?
Yeah, I'm just looking at that. We've had so many great goals, haven't we, this season? I'll go for the Cochrane volley as well.
Oh, brilliant.
It was a brilliant
That was good.
Good goal.
Against Millwall, yeah.
Craig?
I think I agree with Craig Roden, actually. The Cochrane volley against Millwall is the one for me. And I'm just going to put it out there because, I've seen them. But if you want to go for goal of the season overall, take the men and the women together, then Lily Crossways against Sunderland.
What a goal.
Tally knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. All I'll say is that if she finished like that, put her in the men's team. She's decent.
Yeah. Road, what about you?
I didn't score any for.
Yes, Road, that was good.
I think Damari at Southampton, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just class. Well, like Chris said a minute ago, we've had so many good goals this season. It's crazy, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we had more tap-ins, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'd swap them for a few more away goals.
Some away shots on target. I would have stopped them for.
To be honest though, Paul, I think if the ref had allowed Kyogo's on the opening day against Ipswich.
Good goal that was.
The disallowed one against Ipswich.
So it's not a goal.
It would have been brilliant.
We said goal of the season, not non-goal of the season.
No, I'm just saying if it was allowed, that'd get my vote any day of the week.
It's not allowed.
Paul, I remembered his first game. It was Hull. We lost 3-2 at home. 17th of November, 2012.
Wow. Okay.
I just read Mick. Well, can't read out Mick's comment, but actually, it's very true. I couldn't score. No, that's right.
Yeah. I'll read it if you like.
It's like he's getting to know you, ain't it, Rove?
I could have a friend here.
Must be a cellmate.
Yeah, he could score in cell 31, but definitely not in a brothel.
I thought it said brother. Sorry. Moving on quickly. That brings us nicely on to predictions. So we got obviously Wednesday night at home to Preston, and then Saturday at home to Bristol City. So I'll start us off. I think we'll win on Wednesday 2-0, and I think we'll win on Saturday 1-0. 2-0, 1-0. That's me. Craig.
I'm going to say 3-0 on Wednesday, 2-0 on Saturday, and I'm going to chuck in there a 3-0 against Ipswich on Sunday for the women as well.
Chris?
I'm going to go. I'm going to go for 2. I'll go for 2-0. How about that?
Yeah, nice. Tally?
I think you're right. For Wednesday, I think we're going to beat them 2-0. And then on Saturday, I can see us really giving. I know Hodgson's, in there and he's getting them playing okay. But I can see a good 3-1, 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. Go 3-1 on Saturday.
Yeah, Rope.
And then the female, the ladies' game, I'd settle with a 1-0 as long as we win. That's all I'm bothered about.
Rope.
I think we'll win. I think we'll beat Preston 2-1. And Saturday, I've got a funny feeling it might be a draw. To be fair, I'm going to say 1-1.
Okay, Claire.
I would say 3-1 Blues on Wednesday. If the Albion can beat Preston, then we can. And I would take 2-1 for Bristol, and I think the women will win 4-0.
Ollie?
I see Preston being a 2-1 or a 3-1. I see a goal from them, as much as I don't want a goal, but I think there will be a goal. And Saturday, I'd like a 2-0, but again, I can see a cheap goal. But overall, I think 2 wins. And for Ipswich, for the women's, I would love a 3-0.
There we go. Excellent.
And the board, the shape box, we've got Fraser Higgins, 2-0 for both of them. Dom Kavanagh, 1-0 versus Preston, 1-1 Bristol. Jeff Claxon is saying 3-0 against Preston, 3-0 against Bristol. Mike Woods going for 2-0 on both. Mike Hill, 2-1 Blues, Preston, 2-0 against Bristol. Bill Mint, 3-0 Preston, 2-0 on Saturday. Robbie Michaels has said he doesn't rate Hodgson, so then 1-1 with Preston. Dave Twine, 2-0 and 2-1. Goal scored by Scott Twine, no relation is what he said. So we'll see. Chris Rowe is going 3-1 and 4-2 to Blues. And Bill Mint, good luck to Hull tomorrow. Get Rowett and Leicester down. Never did we think, quite actually, here's one for everybody here. How many people thought Leicester could well be relegated this season? Because they were, everybody's thinking promotion.
He's done well, hasn't he, Rowett? He's got Oxford down and Leicester the same season.
And he took us down
as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Jeff Claxon has said 2-0 to the Blues women. And then finally, Cecilia, she said 1-0, 1-1, and a big 4-0 for the ladies.
Excellent.
Brilliant.
Good stuff. So, okay. So everyone remember to follow Halftime Scran. Look for that on YouTube. And we'll put the link out there as well. And thanks for coming on, Ollie. It's been brilliant, mate, having you on.
Brilliant been on.
Yep. So we've been the Tilton Talk Show sponsored by AMG Logistics. It's good night from me, and it's good night from Ollie Jones.
Good night.
Yeah, you're going to pass it on.
You got to pass it on.
The amount of times I watch this and you forget, right? Just because I can. I'm going to pass to my dad.
Thanks, Ols. It's a good night from me. Let's do it on Wednesday night. And it's a good night from Craig Courtney.
And it's a good night from me. And to answer your question, Richard Notwell, they can be promoted on Sunday, but results have to go our way. However, goal difference is that superior, might as well say yes. And on that front, I'm going to hand over to the one and only person who I get on really well with, so it's definitely not Rose. Over to you, Claire Wilder.
Hand on the heart then.
It's a good night from me. 3 massive home games this week for the men and the women, so let's show some fight and a good end to the season. And it's a good night from the main man, Chris Brown.
Rose got excited then as well.
Yeah, it's a good night for me. And don't forget, I shan't see you for 2 weeks. There's no show next week. But you can look forward to seeing me again in 2 weeks' time. And I'll hand you over to Robe.
I've got my hand on my heart then. It's good night for me. No, good. Let me finish. It's a good night from me. Best luck to Blues, men's and ladies this week. And thanks for listening. Anyone who wants to give me a ring, talk about the playoffs, all I find it coming out work. I'm not available all night on the chat. Good night.
Good night, all. Keep
Good night. Good night.
Rogue, you've still got no friends.
Oh. Well, when I explain the playoffs, everyone will want to be my friend.
Ollie, if he asked you to be a friend on Facebook, decline it.
I will decline it and I will report. I'll be reported.
Report it, bar it, block it.
That's not nice.
Don't you want to tell someone of my playoff theory?
It's like Pythagoras' theorem, isn't it?
Will you stop
It
talking
is,
about
it?
food? You've mentioned pies again.
Yeah, again. I'm going to have a pancake now.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Cream, chocolate and strawberries. Highly recommend.
The lot. All of them.
I've only got a pan here, not a cake.